I don't smile quite as wide as I used to. I don't trust people quite like I used to. And I'm not as optimistic as I used to be. I'm Sarah, and like you, I've been scarred by the world. This is Sarah with Your Ideal Self, and here I help you take the person you are and merge it with that person you want to be. But what if that person you want to be is actually moving away from the person you are? We as people are naturally one way, but then life throws a bunch of shit at us, and we change because of all the things that happen to us. Me, for instance, I've changed a ton. I have usually thought of myself as this young, vibrant, free-spirited chica. However, life hath affected me. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through two parts. The first part, I'm gonna walk you through how I am and how life has affected me. And in the second part, I'm gonna give some tips at how we can keep our natural self as we are and keep it untainted by the world. By doing this video, I hope that you can maybe see how you yourself are changing and also some ways to stop it through self-awareness and the tips I'm gonna give you. Let's get into it. First part, I'm walking you through 3 adjectives of how I identify myself and how the world has affected me. So number 1, positivity. If you ask me who Sarah is, you're gonna know that I am that person who always sees the glass half full. If, for instance, it's wintertime and it's really cold and windy out, and if someone's talking to me and they're saying, "Sarah, it's so cold, I hate Michigan weather," and then I'm the person that's like, "I don't like it either, but you know what? We're 1/3 of the way through winter, so we only have 2/3 to go and we can do this." That's me. But I can see life has chafed away a little bit at my positivity. I'll give you one example here that will just shine a light on everything for you. So I have a close family member who has been a little bit negative before in my past, and I was talking to this person about my YouTube journey, and I was telling this person, you know what? As I journey through this YouTube journey, I feel more myself, and it feels really good. And you know what that person said to me? That's really good, Sarah, but you don't want to be yourself too much. Like, you have to still refrain from totally being yourself because, you don't want to burn bridges or rub people the wrong way, Sarah? Okay, so I gave something really positive, and then I got smushed down. And that has happened for pretty much my whole life. 2, naturally, I am a very trusting person. I'm that person that takes people's words at face value, and I trust that person. But over time, I've realized that maybe I can't always trust people. For instance, in my job situation, I have to be very cynical. And for me, I am a recruiter, so I have recruited people, negotiated offers. So there have been some cases where I've offered someone a position and they have come back to me and said, "Sarah, this is a great offer, but I actually have a better offer from another company, and I'm looking to get more money from you guys." And for me, this is something I would take at face value and say, "Yeah, you got another offer, here's a little more money because we really want you." But with my company, I have been told that you need to ask that person to show proof that they were given an offer from another company. It's how my company wants to run its business, and that's fine with me. But it has made me a little bit less of a trusting person. Number 3, I have always thought of myself as childlike and free-spirited. So I am that person that when you're walking along the sidewalk, I jump up on the railing next to the sidewalk or the little brick thing, elevated, whatever you call it. I will be the person that goes on the swing set, but not everyone in the world appreciates that. And for instance, in the relationship that I was in, that part of me just wasn't nurtured. So I would want to climb a tree, or I would want to go skipping through a field because that's what Sarah does. And that was never really appreciated. I was starting to lose some of those childlike traits. The world is scarring us, people. Let us return to our natural selves. And I have some tips for you about how you can get to your natural self after this quick horse pause. And we're back. So here are some tips about how you can get to that natural self of yours, your naturally ideal self. So number 1, look out for archetypes in your life. Archetypes are these people that show up and they have the same types of characteristics and they're kind of scattered throughout your life. So for instance, one archetype might be the bully. So maybe the bully shows up throughout your life as someone who's always picking on you, always making you seem less than you are. Me, when I was growing up, one person in my family was a certain archetype, and I felt a little bit suffocated by this person. And then also, I found this archetype in the first job I took out of college. So that's just fine and dandy for Sarah. So look out for those archetypes, number 1, and 2, try to move away from them as you see fit. Number 2, journaling. That is a big way for you to recognize who you are, who you want to be, and to realize what circumstances and people in your life are changing you in a direction you don't want. Speaking of journaling, I also do a meditation, like a writing meditation, that gets out my thoughts and tries to get to the subconscious thoughts in my head. And I will link you to 2 videos, one, the writing meditation itself, and the video where I talk about that right here. Tip number 3, talk to someone you love and who cares about you. This could be your mom, your dad. This could be a childhood friend. But I do recommend that this is someone who has known you for a while. They've known you long enough to see you change. And then ask them how you have changed as a person in your life. And then listen. Let's start a discussion. This is a big topic. Becoming the person you want to be and attacking the barriers that keep you from getting there. This has been Sarah with Your Ideal Self, and I hope your day is as meaningful as you want it to be.